as I said, I'm now going to give this a try. It smells really good, I have to say, so I'm hoping it tastes as good as it smells. Just that tiny little corner piece is packed with flavour. You can really taste the garlic. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make these delicious roasted garlic and rosemary chickpea flour pancakes. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious baked garlic and rosemary chickpea flour wrap or pancake. This recipe is very easy, and tonight's dinner we are having soup. Now my husband and son will always have their soup with cheesy bread, but I like to make chickpea flour wraps, and normally I make those in a frying pan, but the other day I decided to bake them in the oven and decided to add some flavourings to it as well, and it was so good that I had to share the recipe with you. So the first thing I did for this recipe was I preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and then I chopped the head of a garlic clove off, and I added a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt to that, and I rubbed it in. Then I put that into the baking tray and I placed that into the oven for about 25 minutes until the top went a lovely golden brown colour. Then I took it out and I left it to cool. Once it had cooled, I chopped up some rosemary and I put that into a bowl, and then I chopped up the garlic, so I removed it from the skins and I chopped it, and I've also put that into a bowl as well. And now I'm going to make the pancake wrap part. So what I've done for that is I've got about 75 grams of chickpea flour. In the original recipe I said 150, but that's served 2, and I'm only making it for me tonight. I would have the leftovers tomorrow, but I've actually found this tastes better when it's cooked fresh. And then I've also got a teaspoon of baking powder in there, and I'm just going to mix those ingredients together, and I'm going to add in the garlic and the rosemary as well, and I'm going to try and break that up in the chickpea flour, so as some of it gets a big lump and other parts get a little bit. So I'm just going to add the rest of that as well. And then I'm going to pour over about 100, maybe 150 mils of coconut water. You can use water or you could use milk as well if you wanted to. So I'm just going to pour that over like so, and I'm going to mix that around until it forms a pancake mix. So basically you want this to look like a pancake. You can sieve the flour as well if you want to before you put it into the mix to make the mixture a bit smoother. Although as I'm baking this, I don't mind it being a bit lumpy, to be honest. So I'm just going to continue to stir this in like so, and I'm going to try and make sure that the garlic and the rosemary all breaks up in there as well. And then what I've done is I have got myself a baking tray, and so I've pre-lined the baking tray. So what I did was I got some oil and I spread it across the base of the baking tray with a plastic brush, and then I got a piece of greaseproof paper and I scrunched it up, and then I laid it out across the top of the oil, and then I oiled the top of that as well. And I'm going to add this mixture to the baking tray now, and I've preheated my oven again to 200 degrees. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pour this mixture into the base of this baking tray like so, and I'm going to try and spread it as evenly as I can across the base so we have a nice even pancake. I think that's as good as I'm going to get there. So I just want to make sure that everything is as even as possible, like so. And I'm going to pop this into the oven now for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until it goes a lovely golden brown colour. I just checked the pancake after 15 minutes and it's gone a lovely golden brown colour, so I take that back. I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes is perfect. So I'm going to take this out, I'm going to leave it to cool. Once it's cooled, I'll try some and let you know how it tastes, but this smells so good right now. I've left the pancake to cool and now I'm going to try some, but before I do, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. So yes, as I said, I'm now going to give this a try. It smells really good, I have to say, so I'm hoping it tastes as good as it smells. Just that tiny little corner piece is packed with flavour. You can really taste the garlic and the rosemary and give it a really fresh flavour. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this with some soup this evening. That's how you make these delicious pancakes, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having these with some soup this evening and they smell and taste so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you'll be watching my next video.